Game 2 of the World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series, starting all over again from scratch.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
And now, your 2022 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Mike Clevenger will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Mike Clevenger, big, tall, skinny guy, 6'4", about 3 pitch mix, not overpowering. Good slider, 88 miles an hour. His fastball in the low to mid-90s, needs the changeup. Not a strikeout type pitcher. If Clevenger is on, you'll see a lot of ground balls early on.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Digging in, Ronald Anaya, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second here tonight, shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other.
The 2-2 one more time. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Dinelson Lamet is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game.
Standing in, Steven Souza will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one right down Main Street. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. Chopped weakly to the left. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Hosmer. Runner in scoring position. The 1-2. Hard liner towards short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the base. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Naquin's under it. 2 down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Turned on down the line. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Lane Adams, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Rob Brantley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Comfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out from 5.
And awfully close there on 3 and 2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Ronald Anaya, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch, and a ball 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it. Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-1. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. 2 out, bases loaded. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
First baseman number 5. Freddie Freeman.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Paul Sewald answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Freddie Freeman will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Sewald offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Digging in, Travis Shaw. Hit well towards the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Bradford Robinette, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Digging in now, Ozzie Albies. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Souza's after it. 1 run is scored. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the 3rd.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Into the box, Jorge Bonifacio. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. 7 runs have crossed the. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that. Standing in, Steven Souza. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Swanson ranging into the outfield. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And he fouls this one off. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, third baseman.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 7-1. Stepping into the box, Lane Adams. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, catcher, Rob Brantley.
Digging in once again, Rob Brantley. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Into the box now, Ronald Anaya. The 0-2 home. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only.
Liner toward right center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Just a great at-bat there. That 1-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are 1 solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer so far in the series as this lead got even wider.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
4 runs here in this half inning. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Bradford Robinette.
The plate now is the designated hitter, Bradford Robinette. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. You got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Coming up, it's the Braves 11 and the Red Sox 1. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tyler Naquin. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan.
So coming to the plate, Jonathan Scope, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Tony Zitch comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Lane Adams will be next. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
At the plate, Lane Adams. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. So striding forward now, Rob Brantley. Now the 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Ronald Anaya will be next. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another chance? Ronald Anaya. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Albies on third. Bonifacio at second. Brantley at first. 1 gone. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Here's the 1-1. And that one stayed up a little high.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up.
Missed. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. That misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, shortstop.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Dansby Swanson. Another 2-2 offering. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. And he's safe. And the second run will score as well.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Comes set with the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's the 1-2. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. Step on the bag for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. And now the Red Sox DH, Scooter Gennett. He'll try and do what he can to work. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 2-1. Left side. Speared on the dive. The throw to first. He is out.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
In now, Corey Dickerson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Brantley has a play, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Digging in, Christian Vasquez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. One and 1 to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high and deep out to left. Anaya racing back off the light tower, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the series, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quit in them. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging the series.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Justin Grimm takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Justin Grimm.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza.
Steven
As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Career line against Grimm, 2 hits in 7 tries. The windup and the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Shaw is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Braves lead this one 15-2. Striding forward now is the DH, Bradford Robinette.
Designated hitter, Bradford Robinette.
He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He hit a 2-bagger and later. Now the 2-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there on to Hosmer, but it'll come too late to get them both.
now batting, right fielder, Jorge.
Ready for another shot now, Jorge Bonifacio. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back in standing. Albies, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Lane Adams, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit in the air down the right field line. Souza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Atlanta, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Xander Bogaerts now, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
The shortstop, number 72, Xander.
Here comes the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bonifacio's under it. 1 down. Ready once again, Yandy Diaz. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Eric Hosmer is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batting, first baseman.
Next up for the Red Sox, Eric Hosmer. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Line to the right side, but foul.
That's foul.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses, next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. The 3-0 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Set. Here's the 3-1. Hit to first. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make your pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guarantee the fastball let it eat.
Sam Freeman enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Here's Jonathan Scope now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base, find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Freeman, a native Texan. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. In to score the runner from second.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Now in the box, Scooter Gennett. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
The 0-1 delivery. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Nicklin is on his way home. Safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and tipped what the pitcher gave.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock. Line to the right side. And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. And a relay to the plate. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball gets down, and the hitter is standing at second base with a solid double.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. And a bouncing ball, foul. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the seventh.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Braves lead it 15-6. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Adam Hamill enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Rob Brantley.
Leading off for Atlanta, catcher, Rob Brantley.
The 2-2 one more time. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Stepping in now, Ronald Anaya, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Nicklin comes on now, and he has it one down. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. So 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Under it is Bogarts, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Atlanta,
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Scope is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Atlanta leads it 15-6. Ready now, Steven Souza. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. From the stretch, there's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a liner, and this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He grounds it sharply to third. Beautiful diving stop. On to first, a double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Struggling so far in this. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
The final tally in this one. The Atlanta Braves get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Dinelson Lamet is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Play ball.